together to tackle the issues that matter most to working families across Los Angeles and beyond. From economic justice to climate action, from healthcare to housing, we're bringing together the brightest minds and most passionate advocates for real solutions and real change. With workshops, 2 major keynote addresses, and a closing reception with great music and good food. It's the Left Coast Forum, where your voice matters and your ideas take action. Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech. Brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the LA Progressive. The future won't wait, and neither should you. Mark your calendar now to be there and be heard. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes 2 to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Big difference between being selfless and being a nice guy. So a nice guy is someone who acts selflessly in order to get something in return. Oh, your boyfriend just dumped you? Let me take you out to dinner for Valentine's Day just so you don't feel alone. I'm going to do it out of like the kindness of my heart. And then after a few months of doing this, surely you'll fall in love with me because I have all the qualities. I'm not going to abandon you like your boyfriend did. I'm going to be such a sacrificial, nice person. But at the end of it, nice guys want something. Nice guys aren't good guys. They're nice. Nice guys expect something in return. Good guys expect nothing in return. They're good because they want to be good, not because they're trying to use it as manipulation of you. When you say, I feel like I struggle to convey authenticity, why the do you even care about conveying authenticity? See, if your goal is to convey authenticity, then you want something in return. Stop trying to convey authenticity. Be authentic. If other people see it, they see it. If they don't see it, they don't see it.
Man, who was that cooking? That was Healthy Gamer. Yeah, he's 100% right. And I have to do this topic because I've been in this battle with a gentleman at my local cigar lounge who wants to perform, wants to be the nice guy, wants to show his worth, and he is unapologetic about why he's doing it. He wants the validation for doing it. Healthy Gamer said it perfectly, in my estimation. Said it perfectly. Don't be authentic so people can acknowledge that you're authentic, that is, in fact, being inauthentic, right? Authenticity does not need an audience. I know you don't want to hear it put that way, but again, just a subtle perspective change that we were never taught, right? Your authenticity doesn't need an audience. Oh my God. And so we're arguing back and forth, and he's, man, I mean, how else do I show up? And that, show up as yourself. Then it comes back to, nah, you know what? Zoe, I think you have an impossible standard for human beings. What about it? No, there's a very small amount of people that can reach that level of understanding. I think he'll be 49 in a couple of, and I'm like, what? First off, I'm not talking to everybody right now. I'm talking to you, bruh. You. This is why you run into the little potholes in life, because you want to play. He want to pull everybody, the world, into it. The majority of the world is not like this, Zoe. And I think, yes, there are a rare few people that can achieve a certain level. But for the rest of, I said, hey, sir, why are you speaking for everybody? I said, no, you want a team to support this foolishness you want. And I said, every time you come in here, I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to say hello. But the moment you try to strike up a conversation with me about any of this foolishness, I'm going to tear into you, brother. I'm sorry. I have to do it because I consider you as a friend. A real friend will pull your coattails and be like, hey, man, nah, that's not it. And he doesn't like the fact that, A, he starts the conversation knowing what he's going to get. Then he gets mad at what he gets. I'm like, listen, bro. And so this idea came up today, and it fits him so succinctly. Nicenary. He's a nicenary, not a mercenary, a nicenary, aka a nice mercenary. He's on the hunt for something. Validation, approval, acknowledgement, whatever. He's on the hunt. So he weaponizes being nice. He's a nicenary. He wants to sing Prince's If I Were Your Girlfriend, because he wants to know all of the nooks and crannies and intricate nuances so he can weaponize it with his niceness. Oh, I know what to get a reaction out of her. I know how I can get to acknowledgement. I know how I can get to validation. Right? Oh, man, this is going to be good tonight. 1-800-920-1580. Have you ever met a nicenary? Someone that just, this is not real care, compassion, consideration, concern. This is not real. This is all very performative. Have you met someone like, I've met tons of them. Nicenaries, a.k.a. nice mercenaries. If I Were Your Girlfriend versus If I Were the Homie. Exposing the relationship op. We got a lot of people in our lives that perform to get what they need from us. There's some psychological underpinnings here. They act right so they can get what they want, even if what they want might be small. Of course, wanting or desiring things from people is on a spectrum. Some people want big things. Some people want small things. Some people want moderate-sized things. But if you're performing to get it, and even worse, performing kindness. Man, I hate disingenuous. Should I say hate? Andy, is hate a bad word? I I don't hate. Let me just say that. It's a bad word to me. I don't hate people, but I vehemently, why do people say vehemently? It's vehement, vehemently dislike people who act like that. I hear people say that word all the time. They say it wrong. Vehemently. No, it's vehemently. It's okay. But I don't like disingenuous people. I don't like living facades. It's a struggle for me. Let's get into it. In a stage set for niceness, where shadows conspire, faux warmth masquerades, igniting false desire, trading truth for a smile in a transactional dance. Each pleasantry is a currency, cloaked in pretense and cognitive romance. Nice ain't the virtue, it's a liquid gold heist, peddling falsehoods disguised as a kindness slice, a gesture's facade, playing games with the heart, yet beneath the bright mask lies the discordant part. Intimacy. People don't know about intimacy. It means see into me. See me. That's one of the most intimate things anybody could do, is actually see you and not run. See you and not judge. See you and not condemn, criticize, categorize. That's real intimacy. But let me ask the question, intimacy or strategy? Which mask do you wear in this game of chess? Is love a pawn or a queen's lair? As kindness morphs into more than mere skin deep, one risks the real deal while faking for keeps. Dig deeper, dig down. Can love breathe without air? When kindness mirrors comfort, it's a stealthy snare, transacting in shadows, while our true selves hide. In search of affection, we let vulnerability slide. The nice mercenary stands tall, a merchant of dreams, bartering fleeting moments, unraveling seams. In this economized love, we trade warmth for despair. Each exchange leaves traces of emotional wear and tear, caught in cycles like dancers on a worn-out stage. The fear drapes the fabric of this intricate cage. Chain-laden hearts racing, unwilling to fall. The mask serves as protection, but will it lead to our thrall? Yet here the paradox spins, a delicate plight. To embrace the discomfort ignites the inner fight. Trade comfort for truth. Let silent screams arise. In this crucible of conflict, our essence crystallize. Generational patterns etched deep into our bones, painting the landscape of emotional zones with wounds of the past, craving path through the soul, reflecting our fears while obscuring the whole. Wounds serve as teachers. Scars map the terrain. Beneath the surface, the rawness remains. Awake to the echoes that reverberate loud. No more counterfeit kindness. You gotta stand fiercely proud. Come witness the mercenary, the friend in disguise, the lover in disguise, the wife in disguise, the husband in disguise, the family member in disguise. Acknowledge the shadows, the truth in the lies. Navigate this labyrinth. Embrace every strife, for peace ain't the silence. It's gotta be a vibrant life. So dance in the friction where fire meets frost. Find warmth in chaos. Count every lost cost. Reject the prison of niceness. Let the armor lay bare in authenticity's arms. You'll feel the world share. Feel the awakening. Past facades you've cast. As love shakes the earth, ignite futures past. Release those bonds woven with strings of old pain. In this realm of coherence, let your spirit break the chains. Absorb every lesson. Unravel the ruse. In the theater of truth, oh, what will you choose? Only when we dismantle the shields we once wore can we dance in the open, be the loud and the sore. Pushing perspectives, dare to flip the script. Awaken your essence from where dreams had been clipped. For the soul's true power is in questions that burn, transcend the nice grip. Let the tables now turn in this arena of connection. Defy every norm. Embrace all dimensions, weather calm and the storm. I'm tired of people faking interest, but looking for resources, looking for supply. You're faking caring. You're a nicenary. You're here for something, and your niceness, your feigned niceness, you think is a passport because you look for weak people, right? That have weak boundaries. So your nice performance will work on them. You're a relational salesperson. Oh my God. Tonight we're going to unmask the nice mercenary. The hidden cost of faux pleasing in relationships. When we come forward, the voice of reason is opening up the phone lines. Let's get this national discussion underway.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com, sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833 LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. The Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Into my dream here. On the beach where you sit, hug and squeeze.
Think about this. Every woman that your man runs back to and leaves you for is okay. Why? Because that's what men like. They won't ever admit it, but that's what they like. Okay? They don't like the good girl. It gets boring after about a month. Then they're ready for something exciting, something challenging, something that will keep them on the edge of their seats, something that they can actually work for. Okay? If you give everything up too easy, oh, I love you, I'll do whatever you want. After about a month, that gets old, and then he's off to the next one. Okay? So don't do it. Don't cook, don't wash dishes, don't do any of that. Okay? Don't sleep with a man until he spent at least over $1,000 on you. You know, at least $2,000, depending on how much money he has. Okay? I've said this in my last videos. If you've given it up for a cheeseburger, you're stupid. Okay? I'm just gonna tell you. Okay? I'm telling you how to get what you want. You know, you can't be a pushover.
Hey, wait, hold on. Who in the entire hell is this lady? Oh. I gotta ask somebody a question. Don't sleep with him till he spends $1,000. Is that's all it's worth? Or $2,000? Well, wait a minute. Let me say something different. Well, depending on how much you get. Doesn't that sound like survival? Doesn't it? Like oh, it's her. We done played clips of okay. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. This sounds desperate. This sounds like this sounds like I'm my own pimp. I've got to market me. I'm the product. Is that not what she sounds like? That's what that sounds like to me. All women feel that way. That's not all. Some. But my goodness. This is why, I'm telling you, this is why this culture we live in has created this schism, this anything spiritual, right? And we say spiritual, right? Or the new term, mindful. Anything that requires an elevated level of consciousness, that's too much work. It's unattainable. Let me go to the low-hanging fruit, which is my shape. my face, my everything else. And then the men go out there and tap dance. They soft shoe, right? Look what I got. Look what I bought. Look what I did. Look what I made. Look what... Do you... And it's all a performance. Let me hear just... are we going to play it from the top? How much is it? Okay, we'll just pick up where she's at. My goodness.
Okay? Because there's always some man that looks worse. Okay? And they all make money. They can get a paycheck, you know? So you don't have to take crap from somebody just because you think they're cute or, oh, this is a good person, partner, or whatever. If they're not treating you good, they're not good for you, okay? If they're not making you a priority, they're not good for you. If you have to call them, text them, and they don't call you and text you back, you're too nice, okay? When I used to date, if you didn't call me, if I called you and you didn't call me, I was going out with the next person, okay? I didn't play that. And, you know, I would give them a good amount of time, you know, and if I didn't hear back, I'm like, you know what? I'm going out with my life. And then they would call back. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on a date. Click. And men's egos are so fragile, they'll think you're joking. That's
Pause.
so funny. Where are you?
She said men's egos are so fragile, but her ego seems a little fragile here because she needs the validation and attention, which is why if you don't call her or show some type of an effort, do you see how toxic our society is? Effort is important for broken people. Show up. I need you to show up. Wait a minute. I'm not saying across the board you're not supposed to show up for your girl. What I'm saying is it shouldn't be an obligation. It should be organic. Our relationships are not organic. They're dictated by unhealed wounds. She sounds anxious, preoccupied. You didn't call me back. I'm on to the next source of validation and attention. Sounds like narcissism to me, but am I wrong? And if she's married, what is that dude dealing with? In the name of, when we come forward, do you see toxic niceness is running rampant?
When I sleep at night, baby, I feel those moments of ecstasy. And when you sleep at night, baby, I wonder, do I creep into your dream?
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. U.S. track star Sha'Carri Richardson is apologizing after her July arrest for allegedly hitting her boyfriend, Olympic gold medalist Christian Coleman, at Seattle-Tacoma Airport. Richardson says past trauma kept her from fully accepting his love, adding, quote, "I can't apologize enough," end quote. Coleman has defended her, saying she should not have been arrested. Wendy Williams' court-appointed guardian confirmed her diagnosis of dementia and aphasia and is seeking to extend her guardianship to November 2025, despite challenges from her family and former husband. Williams denies cognitive impairment and says she's determined to regain her freedom and remain in New York. And former Governor David Paterson is backing Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams for re-election, despite a Siena poll showing Adams in fourth with 7%, far behind Democratic frontrunner Zohran Mamdani at 44%. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Is your concrete cracking? Is your uneven walkway dangerous? Do you need to level that concrete porch or patio? Contact Groundworks, the concrete lifting experts. Riverside, get your free inspection today. Learn more at groundworks.com.
Are you ready to be a part of the conversation that will help shape our nation's future? Get ready to join us for the Left Coast Forum, Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech, where progressive voices will come together to tackle the issues that matter most to working families across Los Angeles and beyond. From economic justice to climate action, from healthcare to housing, we're bringing together the brightest minds and most passionate advocates for real solutions and real change. With workshops, 2 major keynote addresses, and a closing reception with great music and good food. It's the Left Coast Forum, where your voice matters and your ideas take action. Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech. Brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the LA Progressive. The future won't wait, and neither should you. Mark your calendar now to be there and be heard. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details.
Yo, it's So Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-687-7979. That's 800-687-7979. 800-687-7979.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I didn't care about being consistent. I didn't care about how well I played along, what other people expected and wanted of me. My doctor had said that my chances of making it past 1 year after my diagnosis were very low, given the state of my condition. Now, over a year and a half later, I felt like I was basically living free extra days. In a way, my life felt like it had ended on that 1 year mark. I felt like I was a ghost who only haunted himself. I saw myself almost as a carcass of life, of regrets, yet still filled with the spirit of who I really was, who I had always wanted to be. I felt separate from everything, yet still present. It was one of those strange states that's impossible to translate to anyone who's never been in it, never outlived their own death. I looked at Kate. I've never felt like myself with anyone. I told her. I didn't mean you specifically. You didn't do anything. No one did. It was my fault. What do you mean, John? She said, her tone loosening and opening up a bit. I blew it. I did so much wrong. Kate leaned in closer toward me, shifting her hand a bit inside mine. I looked up at the ceiling. What are you talking about? Everyone loves you, John. Everyone I've ever known that knows you, that spent time with you, loved you, loves you. I looked back over at her. Her face was softer now, stretching vertically rather than scrunching horizontally. She realized this wasn't about her or us. My whole life, I was so worried about whether or not people liked me, loved me. I did everything I could to ensure that everyone did, that everyone thought I was the greatest. Oh, John is so great. He's this and he's that. I changed so much about myself to make sure that happened. In moments, in phases, in years. I always went this way instead of that way.
Man, I love the voice of reason on KBLA Talk 1580. I'm going to tell you why, man. This show is the embodiment of the humanities. Do you understand? It's philosophical, spiritual, psychological, it's clinical, it's empirical, it's deep, man. I love this show. I love this platform. It's layered. It's spiritual. Right? It's not just one lane. It's deeply nuanced. Right? It's like the humanities. And it is important that we seek every day of our lives, every step we take, we seek to become better. And part of being better is to understand people, how we interface and interact with one another. And why? Why would we even seek to do such a thing? Right? And why should we recoil? There's so many answers, right, to questions we have yet to ask. And that's what this show's ultimate purpose is. We're talking about nice mercenaries tonight. People weaponize niceness to extrapolate resources from you and others. Maybe I'm talking about you. And I know sometimes these conversations can be deeply uncomfortable, triggering. But I'm with it. Let's go on this ride together, unmasking the nice mercenary, the hidden costs, right, of performative people-pleasing in relationship. Equity-based people-pleasing. Oh, yes. They're pleasing, but they're pleasing you. It's a down payment on something. You didn't even know your resources were in layaway. They acting right as a down payment to get it out. You guys remember layaway? The hidden cost of performative pleasing, people pleasing in relationships. Here's your psychological insight. Explore how the fawn response impacts emotional regulation, leading to self-neglect. Your philosophical insight examines the ethical implications of self-sacrifice for societal approval, relational approval, familial approval, questioning the very validity of unconditional or questioning the validity of conditional love. And then your empirical/clinical insight will investigate attachment theory and its correlation with the development of nice mercenary traits in childhood. And then the spiritual metaphysical insight discusses how sacrificing true self, your true self, your true authentic self, diminishes spiritual connectivity and hinders your personal growth. From kindness to coercion, the fine line between generosity and manipulation. Oh, God. We're going to analyze the psychological mechanisms that allow manipulation to masquerade as kindness and create dependency, right? The philosophical insight will allow us to delve into the nature of altruism, questioning whether genuine kindness can exist alongside ulterior motives. A nicenary. They're out here. And then your clinical and empirical insights examine case studies showcasing the repercussions of coercive kindness in therapy settings. Heavy stuff. We got a caller on the line. Let's get him up in here. You already know what it is. It's about to be a show. So, Ronan from Naptown is in the building. What up, Ronan?
Shamalama ding dong.
What's the melody, man? You know?
Oh, wow.
Right.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I'm not feeling the idea of these cuddle gangers. I don't like the idea.
A cuddle ganger? What is it? What's a cuddle ganger?
It's basically short for a cuddly doppelganger.
Say more.
Well, I mean, it's just like the whole nicenary, which is kind of fraudulent. It's like, to what end is this supposed to serve anybody, especially when the real you shows up?
Well, wait. If we go back to the first clip, the young lady was basically saying if you're not making her life better, you're basically wasting her time. So when you stop making someone's life better, i.e. stop performing, stop delivering deliverables, then you're no more use. That's the end game, I think. Talk to me.
Well, I mean, that's someone who's looking for some utilitarian eunuch. But But when we talk about being authentic, we're talking about giving people a fair chance to see the good and the bad and accepting you for who you are without any extras.
But that's too much work, Ronan. You know that.
Well, but the thing is, you appreciate things you labor for.
Yeah, but people don't like emotional labor. They don't like intellectual labor. They don't like intimate labor. They don't like anything that's laborious. They don't like it. They don't like self-labor when it comes to doing the individuation work. Labor is not a good term in this culture. Ronan, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, think about when you're hungry. Are you going to sit there and complain, or are you actually going to sow seeds for the things you need?
I think a lot of people have relationships inverted. They think people should come pre-packaged with all of the amenities like their condo. Amenity love. You know what? That's a topic. Amenity.
Amenities love.
Because this is what I signed up for, all the things, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, it's like when you're comfortable with your authentic self, you expect people to show up as who they are, and you learn how to adapt and understand where they're coming from. That's where true love is. To where, I mean, you got not just put in work, but sometimes work, is put in for yourself. Like when they can really be comfortable being around you without with a mask or anything like that, you'd be surprised what you see.
But see,
what you learn.
You're talking about tapping into being.
Yeah.
All the effort comes with doing. And doing is about acquiring. Acquiring is about filling the need. Do you see where I'm going with that linear progression? Yeah. Filling the need. When I tell you, when you tap all the way into your being, you're going to find something that is so old, it doesn't have an age. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to find something so powerful that it can't be measured. So amazing and loving and healing that it can't be described, right? But the problem with that is it requires some kind of effort inside, right? Internal.
Right.
So, no, that's too much. I'd rather this person show up and just make this life comfortable. Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, this is what I tell people initially being able to say, tell me the truth, especially if it hurts. Because the thing is, I'm going to see how you're going to handle that opportunity. Either you're really going to sit there and show out, or you might have reservations, but if you're comfortable telling me the truth and you give me an opportunity to give with an honest answer and respond accordingly, then, there's so many opportunities to open up to different things of myself. But if I can't trust you with the truth, then it usually ends right there.
So as a man, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Men really know this conditional kindness stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because, a lot of men who, maybe they had a tough childhood upbringing or whatever, go to nice behaviors, right?
Yeah.
As a means of communication, right? I like you, or I'm interested. This is why I did this. Talk to me about what conditional kindness looks like in men. Don't answer now. I wanted to give you a second to think. What does conditional kindness look like in men? And how do we go after women with conditional kindness? When we come forward, more from Indianapolis.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Join the Black Hollywood Education and Resource Center for its 32nd annual Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves Short Film Festival, featuring 22 powerful short films by emerging Black women directors. See their visions, hear their voices. Saturday, August 16th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Writers Guild Theater, 135 South Doheny Drive in Beverly Hills. For more information, call BHERC at 323-957-4656 or email bherc@bherc.org. Tickets may be purchased at eventbrite.com or at the door.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Possible to empty the mind of the no. One must have asked this question vaguely or with a purpose, because one suffers, one has anxieties, whether it's possible to go beyond, or one has vague hints of it. Now we are asking it. We are asking it as a question which must be answered, as a challenge which must be responded to. And this challenge is not an outward challenge, but a psychological inward challenge. And we're going to find out whether it is possible to empty the mind of the known. Look at that oak tree. Actually look at it. You are the observer, and the oak is the observed. There is a space between you and the thing, which is the tree. In that interval of space is time. Right? The time that has to be covered to see, that's the object. In that interval of space, there are all kinds of ideas which actually prevents me from seeing the fact of the tree. When you no longer name, no longer thought functioning as knowledge about that tree, then is there a space between you and the tree? Then, if you go into it very deeply and observe all this, then the observer is the observer, which is not the observer identifies himself with the tree. Observer is the image.
Nah, Krishna, you not finna do that to us, Uncle Hurty. What? So wait a minute. If we follow the logic of the great sage, could our own brokenness be a co-conspirator in attracting the Nicenary? Krishnamurti is famous for that quote. The observer is the observed. Right? This is a mirrored concept to his famous, another famous quote that he said, which was relationship as a mirror. Now, if we apply that to what the original clip from the beginning of the show articulated, if you're not bringing something into my life, if you're not up-leveling me and you know, all of this selfishness, could one, from that perspective, call in an equally or even more selfish person than themselves? Could someone who refuses to look at the work that is necessary for them to do, right, and put all of that on their partner, right? You show up the way I need you to show up, and that's how you unlock my kindness, my niceness. How could I even see your kindness, your consideration, your compassion as anything but a performance if it's predicated on how I show up for you? But why does it work on me? These are the questions that are important to ask. When we come forward, you already know I'm going back to Indianapolis. We're going to keep it cooking.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. U.S. track star Sha'Carri Richardson is apologizing after her July arrest for allegedly hitting her boyfriend, Olympic gold medalist Christian Coleman, at Seattle-Tacoma Airport. Richardson says past trauma kept her from fully accepting his love, adding, quote, "I can't apologize enough," end quote. Coleman has defended her, saying she should not have been arrested. Wendy Williams, court